Hey, welcome to another episode of Disney Dust. It's DisneyDwayne here, excited to do another book review. This is about What Once Was Mine. Yes, I'm in a bit of winter wear because it's really cold in Singapore in January somehow of 2023. And of course, this is based on, What Once Was Mine, that song from Tangled. Yes, the world of Rapunzel, or should I say Corona, which has a different meaning these days. Yes, which I am fond of very affectionately. I just love the world. I love Rapunzel. I love Flynn Rider. I love everything about. I even love Mother Gothel. So I'm really biased. And of course, luckily, also this didn't disappoint. Liz Braswell, thank you for this amazing book, and thank you for sharing. What seems to be a bit of part of your own story as well with cancer and your sister. And I'm glad it's a happy story. Of course, read on if you haven't read this book to find out more about how this is all tied in. But before I start this review, I just want to say also that if you love the world of Tangled like I do, there is, if you didn't already know, the animated series which follows on adventures after the movie happened. Also, there are two other books. The Tangled book series by Leela Howland. And I just want to flag these and highlight these in case you're also looking for more to read. Rapunzel and the Lost Lagoon, as well as Rapunzel and the Vanishing Village. And there is another one written by Serena Williams as well. I think it's called Mother Knows Best. Also great. I think I gave the two earlier books I mentioned like a 4 each out of 5. So all lovely, and I'm glad to add another one to the collection. Of course, I took a while to read this because I think I wanted to just savor it. I wanted to savor it, and it was worth the savoring. The twist, okay, in this book, so this is part of a series of twists that Liz Braswell writes, that book series, but also, occasionally there are other authors. The twist, I have to say, is not as interesting as some of the other ones. What if, for example, I don't know, Aladdin didn't rub the lamp, or, I can't remember, but this one is less to do with the story. This is actually just what if, Rapunzel's hair was kind of based off a different flower with different magical properties. So, but the interesting thing is that even though this was not as interesting to me as a twist, the twist to the whole story in itself that resulted from this was very interesting, and I like the direction that the story took, right down to the changes with Pascal as well as Maximus, and he shows up in a very very interesting way. I also love the relationship developed in this story between Flynn and Rapunzel, fleshing out also Rapunzel's innermost thoughts about Gothel. There's so many themes: greed, betrayal, identity. And I also loved at how at one point she identified 3 strong women in the story and how they were all very different. They were all strong, but they were using their powers in different ways. So that was just very powerful. Also, the underlying relationship, as I mentioned before, with hair and cancer, and the author's own personal journey with the experience, and also like this being told as a story to somebody who was actually suffering from cancer. So it's like a brother and sister story, which is very very lovely. All in all, I'm giving this book a 5 out of 5. I have nothing to complain about it. It's just amazing. Loved it. Do read it. And until the next review, catch you next time. Bye.